So we started harvesting yesterday. A lot of green pods, which is, it's just hard to know what to do with that. It's a very complex problem to figure out. You want to harvest, but then the green pods might get mashed up, or they're going to affect the moisture because they're really high moisture. The rest of the beans were like 9%.
You almost said green beans.
There's a lot of green beans in there, pretty much. This one, for some reason, always gets loose on me.
Huh. So it's just one of the things you check first thing in the morning.
Yeah, I like to go and check and see how the guards are looking, see how the knives are. I didn't hit too many rocks. I took in a couple rocks.
Yeah, we got rocky fields, that's for sure.
Yeah, so this head can tilt, which is really nice having this newer model. So we have some fields that are really rocky. So I'll tilt the head back to kind of ride over the rocks.
Yeah.
But then you're potentially losing a little bit of beans by riding up too high.
What was the moisture yesterday?
9%.
Whoa.
The thing is with harvesting really dry stuff is we haven't had rain, and is this probably going on 7 weeks now?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's incredibly dry.
Driest we've had, I think, on record since they started recording.
Yeah, we're getting into serious drought conditions now.
It's a rock trap. See how many rocks I picked up. Always like to be upwind of this.
Yeah, no kidding.
Which we're not quite.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Whew. All right, we're ready to go test out some beans. See what the moisture is. What have the yields been so far? How many acres have you done, and what has been the yield?
This one field, it averaged 50.
Right back here on the other side of the tractor.
I mean, it's early beans. We planted it late April. Everything else, the later beans are probably not going to do so well.
Yeah, because of the dry weather.
Pods, just stuff that didn't fill out. There is a lot of pods that are just like BB size.
Oh yeah.
Or even smaller.
Wow.
Because the drought really hurt them.
Yeah, yeah. I noticed there's not much clearance here between the ladder and the tire. I can't even get my finger through there. The reason that
is so tight is because this is what Dad hit the car with.
Oh, he bent it in?
He destroyed this entire thing.
Oh, that's all replaced. That's right. Gosh, that's why Dad doesn't drive this anymore. He'd probably like to have one of those little handicap ramps though to get himself up there.
I told him we need to get the skid steer and lift him up.
Yeah.
Fire up. Make sure. Take it out of park. Right now the screens, probably can't see that, but it's just turning on like a computer.
A high-tech joystick.
Oh, turn right on. All right, sometimes I don't need this right now, but I'll need it here once we get to the field.
Here we go, my first ride in 2024. You gonna try this one first, or you're gonna go all the way back?
I've already stripped it. Already took a swipe out there. So could again, might as well. If I'm driving there, I might as well hit it.
Yeah. So this is where the garlic and sweet corn was, and green beans. In some of my prior videos, this whole entire field was sweet corn over here. Many of my videos were recorded right out here in this field. All right, he's opening the hopper up, the cover. So he's gonna test this field out, and you have them all programmed in the computer, so you changed over to this field. So all of our fields are numbered. We're currently going into field 9/10. So, you know, that's what we have programmed into here.
It would be good to see if it's too wet. I guess I'll just call it quits for a couple hours.
Okay.
I know this is gonna be a little wetter because there's some yellow.
Yeah, but there was no dew last night.
The moisture, no, there wasn't any dew, but the moisture did get the humidity. So there's something called the equilibrium moisture content. If you want to look that up, look up ECM charts for soybeans. You can use that to kind of help see what the moisture of the beans will be if it's a certain temperature and humidity for a long period of time.
Gotcha.
But obviously that's constantly changing from morning to evening.
Yeah.
So I decided to quit last night because I was sick of harvesting 9% beans. So at 9%,
what's your ideal percentage?
13 is 13%.
Okay.
Perfect to make maximum profits.
Yeah.
At 9%, we're losing every point of moisture. We're losing, I think basically about 1%, 1.1% of your gross of potential profit. So if you're getting 50 bushels an acre, so 1% of that would just be a half a bushel. So half a bushel per acre, you're losing times actually 13 minus 9, you're losing 4%. So that's about $40 an acre you're losing.
Okay.
And that's a lot when you have 1,000 acres.
Yeah, there's a rock right there.
There's $40,000 you just lost because you didn't harvest at a certain moisture.
Gotcha.
But it's impossible to harvest everything perfectly at that moisture. But we do put it in grain bins and try to rehydrate or dry them back down. So right there's a lot of green pods. Like, this is stuff that was one little strip that was replanted.
Right. Yeah. You're
That's why there's a lot of
shells.
A lot of that crap. Which actually I can turn the rotor speed up, spin it. There's a big drum with like knuckles on it that I'm speeding that up right now to try to break up some of those pods a little bit more.
Okay.
This is all there's a lot of different settings. Probably can't see them too well. The screen is probably jumping. But there's
real close ones. I'm not sure if it is or not. Can't tell if it is. It just looks too dark in the GoPro. I need to bring my light in here. I'll bring the LED light with me next time so we can see everything really good. That'll really light up in the night. I don't know if you guys can see that gully right there, that big rut in the field. It used to be a nice waterway planted in grass, and it just kind of all washed away over time. And this was a really bad year for getting washouts and gullies because we had at least 3-inch rains, and one of them might even have been a 4-inch rain. And when you have rains like that come down in like an hour, you're going to get washouts in your fields, especially if you don't have a good grassy waterway. Right here to our right, you can see my place, all the greenhouses.
Running at 10% moisture right now. So it was 9 last night, 8.5 to 9.
Gee,
so it added about a point to a point and a half last night by waiting for, because it got up to a little bit of some. It's always moist at night. So
another thing you got to take into account though are people that have thousands of acres. You just have to go. When it's go time, it's go time, right?
Yeah.
Because even though you might lose money by not having that 12 or 13% moisture, you could lose more money by not getting all your beans harvested.
Yeah.
So, but we're a pretty small farm. How many acres of beans? 800, 900?
About 900.
And then 400 some of corn. So we can knock it out pretty quick, especially when the conditions are ideal. So if we can hold it back just a little bit on certain fields to get that moisture to increase a little bit, we will. We can afford to, since we only have 900 acres. Some of you might be thinking that's huge, but there's a lot of farms out there that are 3, 4, 5, 6,000 acres with a couple combines running nonstop. Oh, he's got it on auto steer, autopilot. We need that on the John Deere 3020.
Best $3,000 I spent.
Wow, that's nice.
Dad wasn't gonna buy it, so I did. He couldn't figure out. We tried it out about 7 or 8 years ago. You couldn't figure out that A-B line. You connect point A and a point B, and that makes your line. Yeah. Then it drives up.
I don't understand any of that crap either. I'm an old Gen Xer. All these millennials hooking up all this high-tech fancy stuff. Next, he's going to have AI do everything. He won't even be sitting in here.
It will be nice trying to get these daggone settings, because the newer combines, ours is a 19 model, newer ones do have some where they can actually change the settings, change how fast the rotor's spinning, change how fast the fan is spinning to help blow more of the chaff out. The concave, the shaker clearance is called the chafer and the sieve.
What's that? Plugged up with some grass.
Yeah, definitely grass. So one negative about waterways.
Yeah, see, we got all these waterways. We have a lot of hills around here. So did you back it up?
Yeah, I
back it up a little bit and lift the grass up.
Should just go around these waterways.
Most of you probably would think of Ohio as being rather flat, and a lot of it is, but we are in the highest point of Ohio, and we have some of the rockiest hills in Ohio on our farm. So that's why we have a lot of grass waterways to help get rid of that rain when it does come down hard, because we don't want to lose all our precious topsoil into the creeks. Another reason for no tilling. We don't do any conventional tilling. Our farm is about 95% no-till, because otherwise we would be losing a lot of topsoil every year. We don't want that to happen. Plus it's a lot of extra wear and tear on machinery, more diesel fuel, more labor. Yeah, we could strip till. A lot of guys strip till in Ohio, all over. And it's kind of like an in-between no-till and conventional tillage.
So getting the auto steer was a big, just wonderful addition, because I can focus on actual things that matter. Driving is
like not missing beans.
Well, I'm actually.
You're
following my line, so I'm gonna have to come back and fix this later. But
okay, so there's a strip of beans out there. I thought he was like not paying attention. Well, you're letting. You're like following the same path as the spray rigs.
They're probably doing auto steer too. But.
So see, the spray rigs went this way. They didn't follow the grain of the field that we planted. So why didn't we plant that way?
It's arching.
Okay.
It's like, it's not a straight line in this field for some reason. Yeah. Is that a tree? That's gracious. How does a tree get that tall that quick?
Those cottonwood or willow trees, man, they root in quick.
So having auto steer, I'm able to constantly adjust the settings and try to get the beans harvested better and less fatigue. I can go much longer.
Yeah. What's a long day for you out here? Oh man, there's a bunch of rocks.
Yeah, in a place that should have a waterway.
Yeah, it needs a waterway.
It's hard to, it's almost like sometimes you get too many waterways, you don't have anything to farm.
True.
Because you technically should put a waterway right there too.
We need like a 1 acre waterway right here. Big washout gully right there, and we just went through another one right there.
It's a good day, I don't know, 15 hours, maybe if we start at 8. If I can have someone driving truck for me all day.
Yeah.
Rotate between a few people.
And I jump in and help when I can, but a lot of times I'm wrapping up the produce season. You know, we still got broccoli and cauliflower just now starting. It really hasn't even started. It's too dang hot. We need some cool nights to really bring on the head size of those co-crops. And I got a lot of field work to do. We're getting ready to pull up drip tape and plastic, do some disking. It might almost be too dry to disc and chisel plow. I don't know. Maybe these dry conditions would be perfect for that. It would really shatter the dirt up really good.
I was wanting that because I wanted to disc up. Actually, if you're gonna hook up the disc, leave it on, because I want to leave it on in case there's a fire. It's gonna spread quick. We need something to knock just come and knock a head of the fire.
Right.
To knock the plants down, because it's not gonna spread over dirt.
And there has been fires.
Yeah, there's fires. I think here in Logan County. I think Henry's.
Okay. Yeah, we have fires local in our county here. There's a burn ban in effect right now in our county, Logan County, Ohio. Maybe in other counties too. I don't know. I just heard about it yesterday. There's Canadian wildfires. There's Western wildfires. So it's just dry everywhere right now in a lot of places.
Well, I'm just glad it was dry in August instead of July.
Yeah,
if we had this same drought in July, we would have been screwed.
Like worse than 2019.
Oh, way.
That was when we had 15 bushel an acre beans. What was the corn? I don't remember. 195 to 110 or something.
It was not good. That was the year to thank goodness you have insurance.
Yeah, for sure. That could be a whole other video topic that I am not qualified to talk about, but maybe I'll find a grain farmer to talk about grain insurance. Well, maybe Joel will sometime. My dad, we can sit down with Joel and my dad and discuss it a little bit, but I'd like to go down and talk with Brian. Brian's farming videos in Chillicothe. They grow about 6,000 acres of beans and corn. Massive setup. Got a couple of new combines running around the clock probably right now, so yeah, maybe I can work my way down there and chat with him a little bit.
I can text and drive legally.
So our nephew Jake is bringing the other box truck here in a little bit. He's gonna bring some duct tape. You see that hole right there? What do you call that thing up there? And you know the hopper cover, whatever, the wall of the hopper. Mice shoot a massive hole in it. Beans will go spilling out of that. So we're gonna
bushel or two yesterday.
My goodness, definitely gotta get that patched up. For those of you who are wondering about our combine, this is a 2019 S760. Getting a wall of soybeans behind us.
Still a lot of pods.
Yeah.
I don't think we get docked too much though for pods. Okay. I think the only thing, that's what I was talking about with Buddy, I think it just affects the test weight. the test weight is how many pounds are in a bushel, like a volume of measurement.
You know what a bushel of beans weighs?
56 is good. 56. I'm milking it right now.
We're gonna go ahead and dump a load. Sorry about the sun glare. It's right in my face. Opening up a new section here. See what the moisture is like when we get up over this hill down the valley.
I just take it in to get a little, add some moisture to the rest of the beans.
Yeah.
We'll blend it together hopefully.
We're running through a wet section right here. You can see all the yellow leaves still hanging on the plants. We're gonna see how wet it jumps up to. It jumped up to 20% back there a little ways.
Back. 13,
13,
still climbing.
14,
14, 15, 16.
Yeah, it jumped up to 16% right there. This should fill her up. She's full. All right, I'm gonna hop in the truck and go get this unloaded into the bin. There's the veggie field. Nice view. All right, my nephew Jake and my little brother Joel are gonna keep on running all day. I'm gonna head back over to the veggie farm and see what I can get into. Do you guys enjoy the grain farming part of our operation? I haven't really shown any of it in all my videos all spring and summer, but that's what we're going to be getting into quite a bit here over the next few weeks. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more of our grain harvesting operation during September and October. I know there's a lot of other grain farming channels out there, and that's why I don't concentrate on that part of it much, is on the main vegetable guy on our farm. I still have a lot of things going on the vegetable side of things. We still have broccoli and cauliflower, some more winter squash, a lot of field cleanup, greenhouse cleanup, and a whole list of off-season topics to discuss about our farming operation, how it went, things we're changing for next year, etc., etc. But this is where we're going to wrap up today's video, folks. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed the content and want to see more videos like these in the future. And I'll see you again real soon down the farm.